Hey, this is Chris with RightToBearArms in Vero Beach, Florida. Sorry about our last video. I got a little rushed. I had to get out of here as quickly as I could, and it was raining outside, and excuses. However, hopefully today we're going to do another quick short video. Again, South Florida, but the weather's not really cooperating with what we want to do every day, so it's Thursday afternoon. We're going to just run through a quick review of a couple custom pistols that we have here in stock. We are Class 3, Class 7 manufacturers. Again, we build a lot of guns in-house. We do a lot of accuracy stuff as well as a lot of just stuff that looks cool. Florida State Pistol Champion is currently shooting a handgun we manufactured in-house. It's 45 ACP as well as its 22 long rifle we built. Today I'm going to show you one of our Glocks, a quick dip finish job that we did on a 1911, as well as just some quick conversion stuff that you can do at home that we do here in-house, that we also are a Wolf supplier for Wolf parts for Glock. I'm a Glock armorer. I'm actually a Glock specialist as well now. You hear a lot of people that are YouTube specialists that are Glock armorers. We are actually licensed from Glock to repair your firearm and do customization to it as well. The first gun I'm going to show you is basically what we did was we took a stock Glock 21, your full frame 45 ACP handgun. Joe, if you want to just zoom in on that. This one's missing a few parts. However, just because it's just showing you what the basic gun looks like, a lot of you are really familiar with Glocks, they all look the same. And it's just your standard 45 ACP full frame gun. What we did, to make it a little cooler, I have a friend of mine that a lot of you have heard of bowling pin matches. This is a custom built 45 Glock bowling pin gun. What it is, it's a lone wolf slide, lone wolf barrel, a standard Glock frame. The whole insides and internals of this gun have been worked. The trigger's down to about 2 pounds. With zero creep and zero reset, which until recently was very difficult to do on Glocks. We have a Lone Wolf 45 compensator on the end. It's all stainless steel construction. This thing shoots amazing. I don't know if anybody's ever shot a compact pistol out there. It's a lot of work to get these things to function properly with the correct recoil spring. However, once you get them working, they work. You can't describe it next to any other Glock that you would shoot, or any other 45 for that matter. Again, we've got a flared mag well. We've got oversized release for the slide. The magazine release is oversized and beveled down when they come stock. They're squared. Squared tends to, especially for this shooter, he's a left-handed shooter, squared tends to bother you and chafe into your hand. So what we do is we profile the sides, get them down so they're nice and smooth. We have a set of adjustable fiber optic sights. Came from TFT, I believe. We're down. When you talk to Wolf, you're going to hear a lot of different things about different spring weights, and they're going to all have a recommendation depending on which ammo you're shooting. I learned none of them are correct. Every gun's unique to itself, and every ammo is unique to itself. So I start with a 15-pound spring, and I make cuts and adjustments to the spring as I need to get it down to the proper weight and proper length to work the action on the pistol. Because as a lot of you may not know, whenever you compensate a gun, you're taking away from a lot of the recoil. Once you take away from a lot of the recoil is what causes this gun to cycle, pick up the next round, and feed it into a chamber. Once that's taken away, you don't have as much recoil. It makes the gun a lot faster and easier to shoot, and a lot more shootable. But it also, you got to have the right spring weight so that the gun continues to function the proper way. The purpose of making this thing obnoxiously long is to stay on target picture faster. The longer the barrel, the faster you find sight picture, and the less recoil and muzzle flip you have. So again, it's just a cool conversion you can do to any Glock. I can do it every way from a 9mm 357 SIG, 40 caliber, or 45 ACP. This is the longest one that you're going to be able to build. Glock offers a long slide in a lot of their guns. Their 9mm and 40s you can buy a long slide in. The 45 they do not, so this is unique in that aspect. Now, some people don't want to spend that much money. You're looking at about a $1,900 build right here. If you want to save a little bit on the pocketbook and you don't want to go as long and you just want the cool look, another thing that we can do is you can take a Glock 21 slide, take the frame, work your trigger yourself, leave it stock, whatever you'd like. You can use your original slide, which is what we've done here for a customer. This particular one, I had laser engraved. We also offer laser engraving throughout our shop. It's got our logo on the top. It's a Lone Wolf barrel threaded with a Lone Wolf comp on the end. Now the reason this gun's done this way and I didn't want to extend it is I also run a silencer that we manufacture on this gun. Hopefully one day I'll get a chance to do a review. Again, you'll play with springs a little bit. It's not as bad when the slide length isn't as long because you're not transferring as much weight. But you're going to play with springs. When you snap it together though, this one's not completed yet. As you can tell, it doesn't have a rear sight. But that's what you get. It's just pretty BA, badass looking. I mean, however you want to consider it. Looks cool, makes the gun a lot more shootable, and it makes you stand out a little bit different on the range when you pull out a Glock and everybody else has a Glock. Yours doesn't look like theirs. One other cool thing we do here in house is called hydrographic printing. A lot of people have seen it on YouTube. I can take about any pattern you can imagine. This is my carry gun, so it's got a little wear and tear. I Duracoated all the accessories and parts. It's got a hydrographic digital camo paint job on it. Storm Lake National Match barrel, hand-fitted aluminum alloy frame, hand-fitted slide. This is a custom we built in-house. It's a 4 1/4 commander size, 45 ACP. I love this gun, 45 freak. The color and the paint job some people don't care for. Again, for me it was more of a display thing to kind of just show what we could do, and I thought it looked pretty cool. Last but not least is one of our 3.5 inch guns. Again, we manufacture a lot of this stuff in-house. This is just a simple one. It's a good shot of our laser engraving if Joe can zoom in on it. This gun's actually going to be for my mother for her birthday this year. She likes the Hogue grips, not my thing, but hers. And we were able to put her name on it. My theory and thinking there was that my dad wouldn't steal my mom's gun. It makes it more unique to her, and she feels like it's more personable when you make it known that it's just hers. One of the big things I hear from a lot of men and women coming in my shop, guys, is when you buy a gun, you go home and you tell your wife, look honey, this is what I got you. She's not stupid. She knows that you bought this for yourself, but you're telling her it's for her so that you can excuse the purchase. When you make it more unique to her, pink, purple, green, yellow, blue, whatever her color is, put her name on the slide, something neat like that. It personalizes it, makes you look a little better, and she knows you're not going to grab her gun and go to the range and show it off with your buddies. Just food for thought. Again, my name's Chris. I'm with RightToBearArms in Vero Beach, Florida. This is my little small workshop area here. I just have a simple bench set up. It's a mess right now. I apologize for that. I do have my full machine shop next door, which makes this, you know, I have no excuses other than the fact this looks like crap. My machine shop's kept a lot cleaner and a lot nicer. Again, this is just for simple, fast repairs and where we just assemble handguns and things when we're just playing with some of our own toys. Tune in again. We're going to try to keep amping up the videos. I need requests from people. I need to know what you want to see. I need to know what guns you're working on, what you can't figure out, what you can't find, pieces, parts. Any historical questions or things like that. I've got people on staff that are really good with those kind of things as well. Send me some questions, send me some comments. Let me know that I'm a blithering idiot. Let me know that I'm awesome, whatever you want.